Hey everybody, Simba6 here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And it's Friday, so I had to go to the bank today, which obviously means I went to the Goodwill next door, and boy did they get a lot of stuff in. I made out pretty good here. So let's get down to what I bought. The first thing I picked up were 5 DVDs, all for $1.97 each. First thing I got here was this Kandula, an elephant story. I don't know, but it's got the Discovery Channel logo on it, so had to grab it. I'm a sucker for Discovery Channel documentaries. Then I got Egypt's New Tomb Revealed. Again, Discovery Channel, but this sounds awesome. I love Egyptian history, so that should be a fun watch. Then I got this America's Funniest Home Videos Salute to Romance. I don't know, this show's okay. I don't really watch the newer episodes all that much. I'm a big fan of like the old episodes when I was a little kid, but still, it's a decent show. I have seen some of the new episodes, and they're okay, so I figured I'd grab that. Then I got this History Channel documentary, which is investigating reports Jack Anderson, the fall of Edgar J. Hoover. I don't know, sounds cool, but, History Channel logo, had to grab it. And then I got an A&E documentary here, All the President's Wives. Again, it's just a documentary, love documentaries, sounds interesting, had to grab it. Now on to my VHS. First thing I grabbed here was The Monster Squad. Now, I already have this on Blu-ray, but I had to get this. It's one of my favorite movies. This movie is so good. B, it was in the best condition I've ever seen a VHS tape in my life. I mean, you can't really tell now because I put it in this case. I mean, I had to put it in a case immediately because the cover art is pristine. There's hardly a mark on this anywhere. I'm pretty sure whoever owned this bought it, maybe watched it once. I don't even think they watched it. If they did, they definitely rewound it because the tape was rewound, and also the tape looks perfect too. I don't see any marks on it whatsoever. So if they did watch this, they must have watched it once, stuck it in the collection, somewhere where it wasn't getting dusty or dirty, and they just never watched it again and then gave it to Goodwill, because this is in pristine condition. So I just saw this and figured, you know what, for $1, I'm going to get it, even though I already have it on Blu-ray. I don't care. Monster Squad on VHS in pristine condition, had to grab it. The next thing I picked up today is definitely the gem of today, even more so than the pristine Monster Squad. I've been looking for this for the past 10 years. It is only available on VHS and through Warner Brothers Burn On Demand program on DVD-R. Now, I'm completely against DVD-R. I mean, I'd be okay with it if they charged like $5 for a DVD-R. Maybe even they charge $10. Even that's a bit much once you add shipping and handling onto it. So, DVD-R are A, way too expensive, and B, the quality of them is not that great, and from what I hear, they deteriorate very quickly. I've heard people who have watched them like once and twice, and a third time, all of a sudden it stops working on them. So DVD-R, I'm just not a fan. I realize it's a cheap way for these companies to put movies out that they don't want to do a full release of because they want to try and save money. But the fact that they're charging you like $20, $25 for these, they're charging you like regular prices for movies. It's just ridiculous. I'm completely against DVD-R. So I've been looking for this on VHS tape for about the past 10 years now. I'm so excited to find it. Got it for 25 cents, and that is Trojan War featuring Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's a goofy teen comedy. I remember seeing this on TV like years ago, enjoying it, and I've just been looking for it ever since. I am so happy to find this. The lady who was standing next to me looking through VHS tapes must have thought I was crazy, because when I saw this, I just went, oh! I mean, I let out this huge gasp, and she kind of just looked at me like I was insane, but I was so excited to find this. So Trojan War, I cannot be happier that I found this. Then I picked up BMX Freestyle. I mean, look at that. This is just cheeseball. This features really old school BMXing. It looks pretty much just like a whole bunch of flatland tricks. And then bonus, great skateboarding and snowboarding tricks. So this is just like cheesy 80s extreme sports right here. But I saw it, had to get it. Then I grabbed myself Fled with Lawrence Fishburne and Stephen Baldwin. I don't know, I saw Stephen Baldwin and Lawrence Fishburne together, in looks like a prison escape movie. I've never seen this, but when I saw the cover, I just went, yeah, this is like it's going to be fun. So definitely had to pick this one up. Next thing I got was Copycat here with Sigourney Weaver and Holly Hunter. I don't know, complete blind buy. It just looked interesting. So for 25 cents, I had to get it. Then for you Trekkies out there, grab myself Journey's End, The Saga of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Now, I never really watched The Next Generation. I've seen a few episodes here and there. In fact, when it comes to Star Trek on the TV series. All of them, I've only ever seen, pieces of episodes here and there. I never really watched them. From the episodes I've seen, they seem like interesting shows. I mean, pretty cheesy, but still fun. So just had to grab this for 25 cents. I do like Star Trek. I love the movies. And like I said, from what I've seen from the TV series, like all the different TV series out there, it seems like a good show. So definitely had to pick this up. Then the last paper case VHS tape I grabbed was Primal Fear. Again, I don't know, but Richard Gere, it looked interesting. The synopsis sounded pretty cool, so definitely wanted to grab that. Then on to the VHS clamshells. This is awesome. This is the making of The Terminator and Missing in Action 2, The Beginning. This is just like 80s in a clamshell right here. I mean, look at this case. I mean, yeah, I just had to get this. I'm sure Making of the Terminator is already on the Terminator Blu-ray I have. I'm not sure. I don't know what documentary says. It could be a completely different documentary for all I know. And then Making a Missing in Action 2, The Beginning. I'm pretty sure my Missing in Action DVD is bare bones. It has no special features on it, so I definitely don't have that. So just had to grab this. I mean, it's just so 80s. Had to pick it up. Next thing I grabbed was Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask. I never really grew up with Goosebumps. I was about 2 years too old for them, but I recently started to watch them, and I'm loving them. They have that Are You Afraid of the Dark feel to them, and even though I didn't grow up with them, they still have that nostalgic feel that definitely takes me back to being a kid, so I'm really enjoying Goosebumps, so I definitely had to grab this. Then I grabbed myself 5 new Disney Masterpiece VHS tapes for my collection. I got Robin Hood, The Sword in the Stone, 101 Dalmatians, The Three Caballeros, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. So, as I've said in the past, I'm just trying to get all the Disney Masterpiece Collection tapes. I think I only need like 5 more now, and then I got them all. So it was definitely great to get these, especially for 25 cents each. My collection is almost complete. So that's it for what I bought today. So now into what I watched. And the only thing I watched today was Season 1 of Pawn Stars. This show is great. One of the few TV shows that I do watch actually on TV. I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. Totally set up. I mean, none of this is actual reality whatsoever. All the people who come into the pawn shop are definitely, people who, call up History Channel and try to get on the show. They say, oh, I have a cannon to trade in, or oh, I have a boat to trade in, and they say, sure, come on the show. And just like most of the shows, like New York Inc. and Miami Inc. and stuff like that, where the people call in and say, oh, I have this story I want to get tattooed, and they go get tattooed. So it's the same stuff. It's definitely all set up. I mean, none of this is real reality. There's a lot of like bickering that you can tell is definitely set up, and Rick, the owner, he'll give like some of the people who work there, there's like little tasks to do, and at the end of the show, did they do the task or not? It's stupid stuff like that that doesn't really go on in the shop, just stuff that's definitely set up. But even though the show is definitely not based in reality at all, it's still a fun show. I do really enjoy it. I love seeing the stuff that people bring in, even though the people who are bringing stuff in, are people who are actually coming to the pawn shop. They're people who, again, called in the History Channel and they said, come on in. They do actually own those items. So it is interesting to see those, what those people have and all the weird stuff people bring in. So I do enjoy the show. It is a lot of fun. Not my most favorite show on the History Channel, but definitely a great show. So I'm definitely enjoying it. Really need to get Season 2. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Way too much stuff to do a recap, so I'm not going to do one of those. But today was a great day. I mean, finally getting Trojan War on VHS was awesome. Picking up the pristine Monster Squad VHS tape, that was great. And the fact that I got 5 new Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS tapes for my collection is just fantastic. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. See ya. It has that nostalgic feel and it takes me back, so definitely want to pick it out.